Hello, welcome to Vietnam Journal, our daily English news bulletin on NETVIET VTC10. I'm Ong speaking from Hanoi. Every day we bring you comprehensive and up-to-date information on Vietnam. And following our major stories on Thursday. Israel to invest in high-tech agriculture in Vietnam. CNN Go introduces Vietnam's underground attractions. I will explore Vietnamese World Cultural Heritage Citadel. Israel is seeking to both investing in high-tech agriculture in Vietnam soon. The Middle East country has introduced a high-tech Asia and aquatic farm project named SEMG entirely funded by Israel Azerbaijan company. This project is aimed to solve environmental problems by using the most advanced technologies.
SEMG goes in line with the new policy of Vietnam on aquaculture development strategy to 2020. This is the key project of the Israeli company in the Asia Pacific. The project is said to be located in Vietnamese coastal provinces of Vũng Tàu and Quảng Ninh. In addition, Israel has been seeking to build a high-tech complex in Quảng Ninh province. The local authorities have reportedly approved land for the project, which is aimed to turn Vietnam into a leading aquaculture producer.
Director of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, or OECD's Development Center, Mario Pezzini, has recently praised Vietnam for obtaining many socio-economic achievements. He made the compliment when a Vietnamese delegation arrived in Paris to attend a high-level meeting on March 1st.
The meeting is part of activities marked anniversary of the establishment of DEV, which has coordinated with developing countries in the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, or OECD, since 2008. Vietnam is one of DEV's 17 member countries. DEV representative emphasized that OECD can help Vietnam outline a suitable roadmap for development and lay a foundation for Vietnam to achieve further success and share its experiences with other nations. Vietnam, however, should overcome obstacles to maintain its sustainable growth rate for long-term development. At the high-level meeting on March 1st, the Vietnamese head delegation will deliver a speech on OECD's development strategy.
And following some other economic news in brief.
Ministry of Land, Infrastructure, Transport and Tourism of Japan, or MRIT, and the Vietnam's Association of Construction Contractors, or VACC, held a workshop yesterday called Modern Japanese Construction Technology and Opportunities for Vietnamese Contractors that took place in Hanoi. At the event, Japanese contractors introduced their experiences and the most modern technology in construction to Vietnamese partners.
US-based public relations firm Endowment plans to penetrate the Vietnamese market. The company would expand its investment in the country's communication sector by buying up shares of AVC, a leading communications company in Vietnam. Endowment says Vietnam has an abundance of potential in the communication, advertising and brand marketing field. South Korea invested Gangnam Hanoi Landmark Tower is boosting prime office space in the capital Hanoi by half and threatening to drive rents to the lowest level in past 5 years. The additional space may drive Hanoi's office rent down as much as 8% in the first half of the year to their lowest since the fourth quarter of 2006. The information was recently released by the US-based John Lang LaSalle real estate firm.
Vietnam's index of industrial production for February jumps an estimated 22.1% for the same month last year, after an annual fall of 2.4% last month. For the January-February period, the index rose 3.9% from the same period last year, led by an annual 11.7% expansion in utilities industries. In June 2011, Vietnam's General Statistics Office started using IIP in the place of the previous Industrial Output Index that used 1994 prices as a base. Many businesses are lacking electricity for production in Vietnam. Meanwhile, a considerable amount of the energy is being wasted in public lighting due to obsolete technology and management systems. The application of smart management in public lighting has helped reduce the current electricity shortage.
Lighting accounts for 25% of power consumption in the country. In Ho Chi Minh City, every day, public lighting consumes about 1 million kilowatt per hour of electricity. Even at midnight, when traffic has substantially decreased, the public lighting system still runs at full capacity. This causes not only financial waste, but also power shortage, especially during the dry season. The efficient automation of public lighting will greatly contribute to reducing the amount of wasted power. Nguyễn Thành Phương, a fourth-year student in the University of Technology in Ho Chi Minh City, has successfully developed an economical system for public lighting.
Hệ thống này sử dụng hai cảm biến là cảm biến ánh sáng và cảm biến âm thanh. Thì cảm biến ánh sáng để nó có thể cảm biến được là sáng hoặc là tối. Khi mà trời sáng nó sẽ tự động tắt hết đèn đi, khi mà trời tối nó sẽ tự động bật đèn lên hết. Khi trong thời gian từ lúc bật đèn là khoảng từ lúc 6 giờ tối cho đến 10 giờ tối, thì khi đó là lượng người giao thông trên đường rất là lớn, cho nên nó sẽ sáng hết toàn bộ đường đèn lên để có thể là đảm bảo lưu thông giao thông một cách an toàn nhất. Từ 10 giờ tối nó bắt đầu điều chỉnh sao cho tắt bớt một đèn đi, gọi là nó tắt xen kẽ một bóng đèn sáng và bóng đèn tắt. Như vậy thì nó sẽ tiết kiệm được 1/2 lượng điện tiêu thụ trên đường.
Currently, Vietnam is still using workers to manually operate the electric system. With this intelligent system, the country can reduce the burden on labor and financial resources for the power sector.
Xu hướng ứng dụng các cái giải pháp, các cái chương trình điều khiển để nhằm điều khiển cái công suất và cái thời gian của các hệ thống chiếu sáng là một giải pháp tương đối là phù hợp với điều kiện Việt Nam hiện nay, do cái đầu tư không cao và nó đem lại cái hiệu quả tốt do cái việc là điều phối cái công suất phù hợp với cái nhu cầu chiếu sáng trên các con đường ở các cái mức thời gian khác nhau. Những cái giải pháp điều khiển hệ thống tăng giảm theo thời gian, theo cái nhu cầu thực tế thì nó có thể nó giúp sẽ tiết kiệm từ 30 đến 50%, thậm chí ở những cái vùng nó có thể can thiệp nhiều hơn.
Every year, Ho Chi Minh City spends over 130 billion Vietnam đồng for its public lighting system. If the management system is applied, it can save a considerable expense for the city. This energy will be used for production of local enterprises. The system is set to be widely applied in the near future.
Vietnam Journal. It's not just news, it's life in Vietnam.
Welcome back to Vietnam Journal. The United Kingdom Education Exhibition for high school students entitled The Pathway to University Mission took place in Hanoi on Wednesday. This is one of the annual events organized by British Council in Vietnam.
The education exhibition attracted the participation of UK's 25 prestigious universities, colleges, schools, and many Vietnamese students. At the event, Vietnamese students were provided with useful information on how to prepare for their future academic achievement and successful careers. Besides, the living books created chances for UK-bound students to meet in person and receive experience sharing from UK's alumni. Living Books was initiated by British Council in Vietnam in 2011. The UK's education exhibition will be held in Hải Phòng today and Ho Chi Minh City on March the 3rd.
CNNGo.com, a separate division of CNN Global, has listed Vietnam's top underground attractions. The list ranges from the world's biggest cave to five-star hotel's world bunker.
All of these destinations are of significant importance to the country's history, nature, geology, and archaeology. Sơn Đoòng Cave in central Vietnam's Phong Nha Kẻ Bàng National Park is the world's biggest cave, which can fit a Manhattan City block, buildings included, stated CNN Go. Hạ Long Bay's surprise grotto is described by CNN Go as the spacious cavern consists of two chambers of stalagmites and stalactites lit up by rainbow-colored fluorescent lights. Up north to the country's capital, CNN Go suggests wandering into the quiet Thăng Long archaeological dig site of the Emperor's Citadel. The other underground attractions are Củ Chi Tunnel in Ho Chi Minh City, Vĩnh Mộc Tunnel in Quảng Trị, and the newly discovered war bunker at the 110-year-old Hanoi Sofitel Legend Metropole.
Vietnamese women's sepak takraw team finished third at the Super Series in Palembang, Indonesia. The competition was organized by the International Sepak Takraw Federation, or ISTAF, on February 27th. With this result, Vietnam ranked second on the ISTAF chart.
The national women's sepak takraw team beat host Indonesia 3-1 to take the third place. Thailand, who defeated Vietnam in the semi-finals, won the Super Series title after a tough battle with South Korea in the final round. After Super Series, Vietnam receives another 175 points, Thailand receives 250 points, and South Korea earned another 200 points. With this result, Vietnam is in the second place in the world rankings by ISTAF with 725 points, behind Thailand with 1,000 points. Super Series Palembang 2012 is the first international large sepak takraw tournament this year. This is the second largest tournament system of ISTAF, only after the World Cup.
Ho Dynasty Citadel in central Vietnam's province of Thanh Hóa has recognized as the World Cultural Heritage. Let's follow our NETVIET VTC10 reporter to explore this heritage.
This citadel is a solid stone complex which was not only a military structure but also the capital of the country under the Ho Dynasty. The surrounding area is a buffer zone between the mountain and the lowland enriched by two rivers.
Hồ Quý Ly có một cái vai trò hết sức quan trọng trong vấn đề là xây dựng kinh thành nhà Hồ, đưa cái kinh thành của nhà Trần về đất Thanh Hóa là quê hương của ông. Và chính vì thế ông đã thực hiện một công cuộc về cái việc là thực hiện xây thành.
The outermost layer of the citadel is called La Thành, built by soil and covering more than 5,000 hectares. La Thành is now a roughly 6-meter high wall made of clay. The core area accommodated the king and the court, called Hoàng Thành. It is a stone structure remaining until today. It has 4 gates, with the main wall looking to the south. It was built on the belief that the king should turn towards the south to rule his country. The citadel was built from stone blocks averaging 1.5 meters in length, some even measure 6 meters. The stones were put together without any kind of adhesive materials. Over the last 600 years, the wall system remains intact, making a unique value of the whole citadel. The surrounding walls were built from different kinds of materials, creating a solid connection.
Không có cần cẩu, không có một cái thứ gì mà thuộc về máy móc hiện đại, mà chỉ có 2 bàn tay mà xây dựng được mấy cái cơ ngơi này, mà đến bây giờ là nó hàng bao nhiêu năm mà nó vẫn còn trường tồn như thế, cảm nhận là cũng phục cái lúc trước.
Every day, many visitors get amazed by this unique cultural heritage. 6 centuries have passed, but the citadel remains solid. It is the proof of an eventful period in Vietnam's history. Many mysteries of a Vietnamese civilization are still under the ground. They are gradually unveiled so that the future generations can learn more about the historical, cultural, and architectural treasures of the nation.
The story about the Vietnamese World Heritage Citadel has wrapped up our news bulletin for today. For comments and feedback, please send an email to netvietdaily@gmail.com. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.